Hi, BRP Snippet number 36. We're going to talk about the book of Numbers. Now, in the English title, you know that Numbers come from two consensus that are central features to this book. However, the Hebrew title, In the Wilderness, is probably more descriptive of the book than the English title. Now, you know that Numbers tell how God's people traveled from Mount Sinai to the border of the promised land, but they refused to take possession of the land, and God made them wander in the wilderness. That's why in the wilderness for nearly 40 years. Throughout the book, God is seen as a holy God who cannot ignore rebellion or unbelief, but also as the one who faithfully keeps his covenant and patiently provide for the needs of his people. The book In the Wilderness or Number ends with a new generation preparing for the conquest of Canaan. Traditionally, Jew and Christian recognize Moses as the author of the book, writing during the final years of his life. Now, we jump right in the chapter 6, verse 22 to 27, where we also known as is the Aaronic blessing, or is a priestly blessing. And this is the end of chapter 6. We saw that this blessing, based at the end, after the author told us about the Nazareth vow, and then before that, chapter 5 got instruction about the unclean people, confession and restitution. Yes, that the Lord will deal with our sin. The people of God still a sinner, but He will deal with it. But He always, at the same time, keep His faithfulness and His forgiveness available for those who repented. So this blessing that He spoke to Moses, want Aaron and his son, and later on sons, the descendant of the line, the priest line, that will continue to bestow God blessing on this. And most of the churches pastor uses it as a benediction, and it's rightly so, because this is the blessing that God asked Moses and Aaron and his son will bestow on them before even they go into conquering land. So Sunday is the first Sunday, is the first day of the week. It's almost like on Monday we go into the battle, right? And go to conquering, whether at the workplace or whatever the issue they're going to face. We want to really remind ourselves this is the blessing the Lord promised us, regardless what we're going to face. Yes, He deal with our sin, and that was He laying out the law, and in Christ fulfilled the law for us. It's not that we continue to live in sin, but we continue to live in God, so that sin has we do not crave sin, or is no control over us. And so I want to read for us that number chapter 6 verse 22 to 27. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to Aaron and his son, saying, thus you shall bless the people of Israel. You shall say to them, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord makes His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. So shall they put my name upon the people of Israel, and I will bless them." So whenever that I read this word as a benediction for you, or you read it yourself, you know that the Lord put His name on us through Jesus Christ. We are living in Christ, therefore His name upon us, and therefore you and I joyfully receiving this blessing, because this is His promise. He will bless us and keep us. He will make His face shine upon us and be gracious to us. The Lord will lift up His countenance upon us and give us peace, no matter what we have to face. And this is just a wonderful thing that we should remind each other as we face the day. I will see you in the next snippet.